Oh my god. Okay. Who are you? Get a little closer, kid, so I can see you. Kid? I mean, do we want all that to be erased? We're gonna stay where we are. Suit yourself. Hey, it's your girl S Neo here, and we're gonna be playing Time is Solid here. It just looks really fascinating. On the itch.io page, like there are these screenshots of just these really impressive paintings. It's colorful, it's weird, and I just think it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Hey, you what? Okay. I thought I was gonna be able to read it, but it's moving so fast. All right, so here we are. It's already dilapidated looking. Like, you know, the intro was so colorful and then it's just brown. All right, you don't know where or who you are. Please tell me I can play with my mouse. 1 second. However, a small voice begins to call you from within. It says, walk around using the arrow keys or the mouse. Interact with objects using the spacebar or the mouse. I will be using the mouse. Access the menu or go back by using the escape key or by double tapping. I guess the mouse. Let me see. Double tapping. Oh, it's just the right click button. Okay. But we should see what they're talking about. Well, it's, yep, right click. There was a painting here. Weird. There's a painting here. What do we look like? Why do we look like this? We're also a painting. Seems like. We're so creepy looking even when we walk around. Apparently this is a horror game too. Oh. You know, they're so colorful, but none of these paintings seem very pleasant. Don't know what's going on here, but it's just spooky. Man, not this hallway. What is going on? Will he kill us? And will he be all up in our face if we lose, like Ione? Lord. What is going on with this? Are these hands? Again? I ain't never met you. Hello again. I see you found your way from the entrance. It's a shame. Let me move this mic real quick because it's in the way of the words that I obviously cannot read. It's a shame, but many a soul have gotten lost in our lobby alone, or just terrified and died when they saw me. No matter. The name's Sharon. Right? Sharon, mate. Ugh! This is mouth. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Disappointment. Ah, look at you. The strong, silent type. 'Tis a shame. Thought I would have someone to keep me company. There's more important things, I guess. I should get to where you're here. I should get to why you're here. See, I got word. And now, I'm not sure if it came from upstairs or downstairs per se. But I got word that these paintings need cleaning. And look, I don't want to do the work myself. I don't have hands. Or whatever it is coming out of my face. So, it's a damn miracle you came along. See, it has been, well, about 70 years since I've seen someone. So let's just say your work will be very much appreciated. I just lived in 70 years of dirty paintings. Well, what you just staring at me for? Oh, I see. You want me to save your game, right? I can do that for you. What's that noise? And there you go. A squeak of a chair. What else could you want? Is this me? Ooh. Is this, the back of our head is either made of wood or it's just open. Some context, please. What's going on? Where is this place? Who are you? We don't care what he is. Basically, where is this place? So you can talk, See, to answer your question, mate, I gotta think. Think hard. And that requires effort. See, you haven't really done anything for me at this point. Clean up some of them paintings and it'll be a different story. Remember, I'm always here if you gotta save. Or if you're lonely. Wow. Dude. There is a painting here. Would you like to clean it? Yes. Oh my god. And just like that, I'm going to leave. Are we allowed to sing? Probably not. I will cut that out. Well. So colorful. I would buy an art book. I don't know if I want it in my house, though. But that's what computers are for. Hello? Who are you? We'll just say we're the painting cleaner. Huh? Painting cleaner? The only one else here should be that thing in the lobby. Well, whatever it was, it has long left my mind. As for me, my name is... I forgot. How embarrassing. Anyway, I have been having a problem, though I cannot remember what that problem was. Oh, I see now. The problem is that I forget things. Well, I do remember something. Behind me lies a maze, which is something especially cruel for someone like me, who forgets things, can never seem to make it far. But for some reason, I really want to find what lies at the center of it. Now, I forgot exactly why, but my accent is going to change a million times. You seem to have the go-getter attitude necessary for such a task. Ready to do some chores that are relative to the RPG. So, could you please help me? Tell me what awaits for me there. I'll wait right here, as not to disturb you or anything. Get to it, whippersnapper. Okay, so time to do some homework. There's a note here. It reads, "Forgive me, Ava, for I will see you on the other side." E. The other side of... Well, the music is very interesting. Oh man, are we gonna have to move this? It's symbolic only. Okay. I should probably have a flashing lights warning. I'm still talking like that old lady. There is a note here. It reads, I hate you more than anything else in this world. E. Maybe we don't want to get to the end of this maze. Somebody is going to try and kill us. In the old lady's place. What if she wasn't a good person? It doesn't matter. We're just trying to get some answers as to why we're even here. There's another note. Whoa. There is a note here. It reads, I feel there is a monster growing inside of me. Who knows? The very same... Wow. Who knows? The very same could be happening to you. E. Noisy, noisy, noisy. Look at all these notes way down here. I do not want to know what this looks like in this artist's style. I love you more than anything else in this world, E. But I also hate you. But I love you. But I hate you. But I love you. But I hate you. Tiny. It reads, this is Mr. Karabikian. You have found him, or perhaps he has found you, E. Is something going to start chasing me in here? Because I don't appreciate any of that. These structures are really cool looking. Not sure why they're here, though. Okay, so... Okay. Is there a paper down here? No. I wonder if it's the same if I move with... Nope. So if I move with the keyboard, you don't get all that weirdness. The flashing light. There's a note here. The text next to it has been censored. Well. How do you run? Maybe it was just because I had a keyboard. I mean, the girl knows not what she says. Lord. He's got the same kind of mask as we do? Do you see that? It's almost like when the mask is coming off, you actually start turning into a person. Because we look more human than most of these people, but we could very easily end up like this. Methinks. What the fuck are you doing in here? It's been 5 minutes, has it not? Cleaning a painting. Paintings? What in Sam Hill are you talking about? We don't care about art in this society. Look, I'm the guy who built this deer maze you see. And what you're doing right now, well, is fucking it right up. So I'm gonna need you to turn around to where you came from and let me work in peace. Why? You young people. Always with the fucking questions. I wish to God I wasn't dead right now, because if I was, good sir, I'd strangle you with both of my hands that I don't know where they are. You're dead? Looking like that? Probably. Don't act like you're surprised by it, kid. Everyone here has kicked the bucket, just some more so than others. And I, unfortunately, happen to be among those more so folk. Listen, I don't even think I'm real. The tea is real. The real me is about 1,000 miles that away. Playing fiddle with the man downstairs, if you know what I mean. But that doesn't mean that the me that's here can't have some fun. See, when I was alive and a-kickin', I had the misfortune of living with my wife for those last 50-odd years. It wasn't like she was bad or anything either, but, you know, even if you have filet mignon for dinner every night, you start hankering for something else. What? But it's fine. Came up with ways to entertain myself. You see, though I passed before my wife, her brain went first. And here's the kicker. I got quite the rise out of it. That's awful. When it began, I started writing notes and drawings all around the house, you see. Some were nice, some were not, but all of them were cryptic. They were poison to her addled brain, but she read them all the same. Soon she would forget which ones she read and which ones she hadn't. Eventually drove her mad. I stopped writing them not long after. My job was done. Boy, the fun I would have watching her wander the house, go up the stairs, read my note, then down again, and do the same thing. Now I get to do the same, but bigger and better. If I have it my way, she'll be wandering this maze for eternity. Pretty great, am I right? Dude, she's an old lady. You're just an evil butthole who couldn't leave his wife when you didn't like her anymore. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Is this a boss fight? Listen, I may not know much about this place, but I know this. It's for people who can't move on. That bitch, God rest her soul, dude, still loves me. Have fun trying to convince her to stop? In my 50 years of treating her how you would expect I did, even I couldn't manage that. Plus, for her to move on, she would have to remember what is happening, right? Not to mention, if you convince her to get out of limbo, I'll be trapped here forever, alone. So don't do it if you have even a smidgen of sympathy for little old me. But I shouldn't worry much. There's a fat chance you'll be able to change anything. I'm just gonna sit here and continue working on making this maze even bigger. Maybe that's why you can't move on, you jerk. I see why it's a horror, but, a horror? Is this a wheelchair? Alright, lady, look, don't kill me, but did you do it? Did you reach the center of the maze? Yes. I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you. Well, tell me, what was there in the center? Your husband. Oh, really? I don't remember much, but I can never forget my unending love for Elias. Y'all know I can't read. What did he say to you? Apparition. I don't know. We're gonna tell her the truth. Is he really toying with me? So all those notes then, both before and after, he was getting a rise out of my plight. Why would someone do that? I don't know. I don't know if he's evil. I would just say I don't know. I just feel silly, you know. I did so much for him for so long, and now the egg is on my face. It's his fault. You know what? You're right. It's time for me to move on, get some time to myself. Well, I don't see a purpose in staying any longer. Maybe it's my memory, but the thought of just leaving this place behind never occurred to me. But now it seems like the best thing to do. Thank you, little one. You helped me realize a lot of things. Things that I had long convinced myself were impossible to work out. And most of all, thank you for being honest with me. Maybe honesty is the key in this game. I cleaned a painting. You owe me a save. Oh, looks like you managed to help Ava move on. Congrats, buddy. Though, seeing that it was just a maze strolling a heart to heart, I'm a tad embarrassed I didn't do the job myself. For 70 years, it was that easy. Nonetheless, the amount of work you saved me is commendable, to say the least. I know you must be chomping at the bit to hear about what's happening to you. So I decided to field some pre-approved questions from you. Now, you've only cleaned one painting, so I won't be too loose-lipped from whatever lips I have. But you should feel free to talk to me if you want to learn about what's going on. And if you hunger for more info, there's always those other 2 paintings. Now, what can I help you with? I do not need explaining other controls. Let's get him to talk to me, because he'll save my game anytime. Okay, let's talk, little man. For this, I will use the mouse. For now, these are my pre-approved conversation topics. Sir! What a jerk. What's your favorite food? My favorite food. Sir, I don't have a favorite food. In fact, I don't know anything about food. It just sounded like a nice thing for someone to ask me about. Do you mind telling me about food? Maybe you can help me decide. Ooh. I mean, I love tacos. And I love dumplings. And everything else on this list, but I've been really eating a lot of dumplings. My ass would get caught up in this shit. This is stupid. But he's our only informational guide. Even though the painting kind of did tell us that we were in limbo. A moist ball of filling. Sometimes flesh. What? Sometimes vegetables. And wrapped in a neatly flour water wrapper. Sounds good, but I'm not sure if that would be my favorite. What? What can I help you with? Close your eyes. What can I help you with? Talk to me, Sharon. Okay, let's talk, little man. Oh my God. Is there any importance to this? Let's just do burgers. I kind of feel like tacos, maybe. A round pancake of maize with delectable filling underneath. It sounds good, but I'm not sure if that would be my favorite. I just want to see if he'd come up with a favorite. Okay, we did my 2 favorites. Okay, pizza, burger, and then meatloaf. A discus of dough filled as if it is with meats and cheeses. Sounds good, but I'm not sure that would be my favorite. Then what is your favorite? You don't even eat food. Will he tell us something else once we do all this? It'd be funny if he just didn't. It would not actually be funny. Delectable slices of ground chuck, nestled between vegetable rounds and puffy loaves. It sounds good, but again, not my favorite. I don't know which is less noisy, the keyboard or the mouse. I switched out to my quieter keyboard. It's not as responsive, but it's quieter. I don't have a favorite food. Okay, sir, it's your last chance. A good piece of chopped animal bits, arranged in bread form. This truly is the ultimate all-round eating experience. I would be proud to call that my favorite food. Cool. Now, let's just say this is stupid. Since he clearly doesn't remember telling me his favorite. So you must think I need to know about food to be asked about my favorite kind. Silly, silly, well, suit yourself. Okay. Oh, monster trucks. As for monster trucks, I know jack shit about them. I would certainly know nothing of Gravedigger with its 540 cubic inch Merlin 1450 HP engine and Koan 2-speed transmission, or the fact that it can often steal the show from my personal favorite, Overkill Evolution. Sharon seems to know more about monster trucks than he's letting on. He's annoying. Also, I do not want to ask you any of these questions again. Alright. We're back. There's a painting here. Would you like to clean it? Or rather, would you like to go on some chores? Yes. That's so cool. So nobody's greeting us here. It's kind of cool how these are all manifestations of whatever the ghost is going through. Like the other lady, it was just her and like an empty place and a maze that kind of mimicked her past in real life. So there's a drainage pipe here. Yes, there is. There's a keypad here. There's a bunch of... The other one's not really a keypad, but... Okay. Intercom. Well, won't they come answer? Hello? A voice is speaking to you over the intercom. Hello? Hello, hello? Ah, I'm just messing with you. This is a recording. What a jerk. Listen, you. I've designed this place with full intention of keeping people out. I take the very fact that you're standing here as a failure, a big one. But there's nothing I can do about that now, except this. Behold, my super mega awesome security system that I've made in limbo some kind of weird way. Sorry, I gotta move this. Okay. See, I found a way to let only my loved ones through here. Not to say that anyone has been visiting lately, but that doesn't matter. Look, to get to me, you'll have to answer riddles, hard ones. Whoever you are, there's no way you're getting through. But watch this. The internet will not let me down if it's too hard. I bet you're real scared right now. 1 second. Excuse me. Well, I'm not gonna hold it any longer. Here's the first riddle. You ready? This is stupid. Yes. Well, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. So here's the riddle. This someone is my grandma's child. And my grandpa's child as well. But they are nobody's son. Okay, so they're adopted. Who is this someone? Input your answer in the keypad to the left of the door. Do it. Do it now. If you mess it up, I'm gonna kick you out. Okay, so it's grandma's child and grandpa's child, but they are no one's son. A bastard? They are no one's son. As you recall, the riddle went like this. There's someone who's my grandma's child. And my grandpa's child as well. He's talking about this child as if they are not the same grandparents. So maybe one on his mom's side, one on his dad's side, a grandfather over here and a grandmother over there who raised this child, but they are no one's son. Probably meaning that their biological parents have passed away. Who is this someone? They are no one's child. They're no one's son? What was it? Child, but they're no one's son. So it's a man. No one's son. I'm just gonna go with uncle. Oh my god. Your answer was wrong. You're wrong. Get out of here. I can just try again. We're just gonna guess, y'all. We're just gonna guess. Just kidding. You really thought I was gonna use the same riddle. Oh. Over again. No, no. If I did that, you could have looked the answer up on the internet. Oh. Or you could have guessed correctly after getting it wrong the first time. Nope. What I'm gonna do instead is give you a new riddle. Wouldn't be limbo without that crap. Get ready, cause here it is. My painting and my doll cost $1,500 in total. My painting costs $1,000 more than the doll. Now, how much does my doll cost? Okay, I might have to look it up just so that we can proceed. As you recall, the riddle went like this. My painting and my doll cost $1,500 in total. Okay. So this guy said it was $400. Sorry, I just don't want to get it wrong. Oh my god, he was wrong again. My gosh. After getting the wrong answer twice, the intercom has run out of recordings and the door unlocked itself. Okay, I won't worry about this then, but I'll keep it there just in case. You decide to swallow your pride and move on. I don't got no pride. Hello? If you're listening to this, that means you made it through the first room. I have no clue how you did that. You must be either really smart or the person I'm looking for. But could you be her? Whatever, enough of that. We are moving on to the next riddle. Are you ready? Of course you are. Now here it is. A cloud is my mom. The wind is my papa. When I grow up, streams and rivers will be sons of my own. And I guess that makes fruits and veggies my daughters. When I die, you'll find me in the dirt. That's if I die, though. Remember, input your answer in the keypad to the left of the door. If you mess up, I'm going to kick you out again. They did say rivers. You know, let's do seed. No. If I die, you'll find me in the ground. I'm just gonna put rain. Okay. Me so smart. Got the answer, but how? That's fine, I guess. But you won't get through the next room. You'll find it behind the big door. Maybe this person made this for the people who are supposed to visit him. They would know all these answers. Ew. Okay. This room is a bit demented. And there's an eyeball. I don't know if you can see that, but there's an eye. Or you know what? It could be the moon, actually. No, it's an eyeball. Yeah, it's a lot of them, actually. Okay. There's a drain pipe here. You can see something hidden deep inside of it. No matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to reach it. Maybe this hammer. Maybe this hammer will help. It appears there's a hammer here. Would you like to pick it up? Okay. Let's get to this. There's a drainage pipe here. Maybe this hammer can get to that. How would I even access my hammer? Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh my god. There's a photo here with a note. It reads, "You." Excuse me. No. It appears the frame is fastened to the back with nails. Would you like to use the back of the hammer to remove them? For some reason, there looks to be a grabber that was hidden in the painting. A grabber? What does that even mean? You decide to take it. You obtain a grabber. Is this like a translation thing? Because I don't know what that means. For you. There's a note. And what appears to be a metal panel. It reads, for you. Looking at the metal panel, it appears to be nailed down quite tightly. Would you like to use the back of your hammer to remove the nails? Sir, what is this? It looks like there's a message written in very tiny script beneath the panel. No matter how hard you try, you aren't able to read it. What a butthole. Who made this? You, and then what? The intercom is mysteriously silent. Except it isn't. Hey you. This isn't a recording anymore. You're talking to the real me. I want to be honest with you. There are no riddles anymore. This door is gonna stay locked. I'm sorry. But if you are who I hope you are, let this be a puzzle, like the ones we always did. Please come rescue me. Your grabber closes around a cold and sleek metal object. You obtain a magnifying glass. Alright. It reads, for you. Tiny script. But now we have our magnifying glass to read the text. You were barely able to make out the words. It reads, the password is 6174. I love you. 6174. I like the little soundtrack. Hey! Everybody looks like this? Man, this limbo is a trip. You're not her, aren't you? That's okay, though. Because I have the real her right here that I made. Like Willis, the coconut. Look. These people in limbo are so lonely. It's so sad. Who is her? She is... I had a feeling someone like you would come. You want to pull me out of this place, right? Tell me why. Why are you here? This guy calls it cleaning paintings, but he just didn't want to do the hard stuff. To clean your painting. Clean my what now? Well, whatever your reason, I'm staying put right here, planting my feet right now. See, I have unfinished business in this river, and I'm gonna stay as long as it takes for me to deal with it. Well, what happened? Listen, mister. As you may know, I really like puzzles, love them to death. This love came from someone very special in my life, my mom. Every Sunday, she would sit me in her lap and we would do crosswords together. Not to mention those checkers games. Or big jigsaws that would take up our entire floor. It really blows my mind how they're able to convey some emotion with this abstract face. Our favorite game, though, that was Marco Polo. You know, the one where you both get in the water and one calls out Marco and the other says Polo and you gotta find each other. Some people wouldn't call it a puzzle, but those people are losers. It totally is one. Playing it in that big river downhill from our house, there was nothing better to do. And then one day, I went to play Marco Polo and started all the way at the bottom of the river. I was so far away, it was a miracle. I could still hear my mom's voice. Took me half an hour to get even close. But when that happened, when I went up the river, my mom's voice changed. Or maybe I was not hearing it right the whole time. It sounded like my dad's voice. Now, I don't think that was a big issue. My dad, I saw him sometimes. He seemed nice. But yes, as I got closer, I realized it was my dad. I got up right next to him and opened my eyes. I asked him where Mom was, and he said, with her new friend. I asked what he meant. He said I would see her soon anyways. Then grabbed my arms, grabbed them real hard. I could feel his nails. I asked him why he was doing that, and he said, relax, it's just a game. Then he pushed me under the water and held me down there for a really long time. A really, really long time. In that moment, I thought of the darnest thing. I thought of the games I played before and the ones I would never get to play. I thought of my mom. But most of all, I couldn't stop thinking about my dad's eyes. They were wide open, but he was staring right through me. It's like he was daydreaming, thinking about a place far, far away. And then, just like that, I woke up here. It was lonely at first, but now I have her in my puzzles, just like I used to. Now, the only thing left is to wait for my real mom. Then we'll start playing together and pick up where we left off. That is why you can't make me leave this place. This newest puzzle of mine, it has yet to come to an end. Well, what do you think? I didn't know we were talking to a child. Jeez. Let's just, I don't want to be insensitive, but I also don't want to deadpan it. Maybe saying you are dead is easier. I kind of guessed that already, but when you say it like that, it makes me real sad. I just can't see how I can leave when my papa is still out there with those eyes of his. That's probably why we saw eyes in the last room. I don't know why, but the thought of that, it makes my skin crawl. And my mom, I miss her a lot. Can't I just wait here for them so I can sort things out? You will see her again. Really? Is there a place after this where I can do that? I don't know. Mister, I like you honestly. It really is a puzzle, huh? What happens to us after we... I think that's a puzzle I want to solve. Listen, mister, I think I've decided it now. I'm gonna leave it all behind. There's better places for me to be. And I think that, well, me staying here, staying all mad and sad, I have a feeling that is what my papa wanted all along. I shouldn't let him control me like that. Well, that should be it. Mister, I can't thank you enough for telling me the truth. I feel like we're very similar, like we might be another spirit who has to help other people like a Grim Reaper. But our face is abstract like some of the other people here, so I don't know. Like we're a new spirit. It appears the doll from before has moved into this room somehow. His mouth is beginning to move. Oh? The doll isn't moving anymore. The doll isn't moving anymore. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Sir. Looks like you managed to help the little one move on. I must say, I didn't think you had it in you. That was a real sob story. Glad I didn't have to get involved. For 70 years. You know, I'm uncomfortable around that kind of stuff. But anyway, you really took a load off my shoulders by doing that. I'm feeling like we could be very good friends. And you know what friends do for each other? That's right. They give exposition. I think it's finally time I began to tell you what's going on. So feel free to talk to me about it. Now, what can I help you with? Close your eyes. Now, what can I help you with? Talk to me. Is there anything you want to learn about? For now, these are my pre-approved conversation topics. What are you? That is certainly an interesting question to ask. Let me put it this way. Maybe in another life, the Sharon, would be the captain of a boat. Not a big boat, mind you. I can't say I'm a freighter kind of guy. But maybe a canoe, a long one. And on this canoe, I'd take people around, bring them where they need to be. I feel like that sums it up pretty well. You're a Grim Reaper? Now, what can I help you with? Nothing. Where are we? Limbo? Could ask the same question myself. That I've had for 70 years. Look, I do know this. There is an upstairs and a downstairs in this world. Literally. But if you noticed, when you came in, you were sent every which way, down, up, and down again. See, this place, it's somewhere in between. It's for people whose fates are somewhat hard to decide. No endless hellfire and no heavenly banquets either. It's no wonder a place like this is so stock still. A little boring if you ask me. So he doesn't know, he says. I don't want to ask you any of that again, so close your eyes. Oi. That painting over there, it's a dangerous one. I would save with me before you head in, lest you risk losing everything. There's a painting here. Would you like to clean it? Oof. That's so cool. So dope. Bro, this one is on the floor. There's no harm reading this, right? There is a placard on the wall. In the middle of this place, you will find the emergency generator. Your journey begins there. See. Okay. Find a generator. That's not a generator. There's something on the wall. My God. There's a pile of trash here. It is too dark to see what is inside of it. There's a locker here. Dude, I thought this was a door on the floor. A locker. Would you like to rummage inside of it? It appears the locker on each side of the walls were connected, and you emerged on the other side. Is that a good thing? I should have been paying attention. There's a bunch of whatever that is up there. Wish that guy hadn't warned me. I don't think I'd be any the wiser. Jeez. The piles of trash are creeping me out. There's no music here like the other rooms. There's a placard on the wall. Herein lies the nursery. Whatever lies inside must be kept and protected. To enter, 4 keys are needed. I'm not even going to pronounce those. I just saved y'all a ton of issue. Alright. So we need some keys. What? When you were in the locker, you brushed past a small plastic object. You obtained the key card. You used the key card. Let's just... Okay. There's some notes on the floor. This room kept killing my cleaners. So I had the bright idea to deal with it myself. Never doing that again, the bastard sealed himself away behind a door that needs 4 keys. 4. And as if that wasn't enough, there's a monster out there. I barely made it back out of the painting alive. So you, dear reader, proceed with caution. Learn his movements. Rummage in the junk for his 4 keys while the monster is at bay. You might just make it through with all your bodily functions intact. Oh, C is Sharon. I mean, I knew it was Sharon who wrote that, but the C now is telling me that all those other notes are his. This appears to be a generator. Would you like to turn it on? Should I? Yes. It appears the emergency lights have come on. Fuck. Alright, well, I told y'all I was squeamish, so... Damn it. Oh, now I can dash. Alright, well, I will not turn on that generator. How about that? God. I'm using the space bar instead of enter, so it's a little more noisy. The monster is awake. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in the locker. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I'm guessing we need to get in another locker. Another pile of garbage. Sorry, I'm not talking. Where's the other pile of garbage? You better not be up there, bastard. Watch it be right there. Oh God. Please let me save. Nope. Some games don't need to be that long. They really don't. It's just a meat canyon, I guess, in here. No pun intended. It just looks gross. Like a honeycomb of meat. Motorcycle. There's just some people in this neighborhood who just have sports stuff and they speed. There are a lot of children on the street too. It's ridiculous. Anyway, back to the game. This soundtrack is a little bit spoopy. But I mean, what else kind of music do you have for a game like this? Oh my God. Okay. Who are you? Get a little closer, kid, so I can see you. Kid? I mean, do we want all that to be erased? We're gonna stay where we are. Suit yourself. We'll ask them who they are. I am really fucked up. You need to move on. If I had a nickel every time I heard that, I'd have a lot of nickels. See, the type of people who say that shit, well, they're not the type of people that did the same things as I did. It's one of those takes one to know one sort of things. What did you go through? What made you like this? What did you go through? Why should I tell you? That's what I'm thinking. Why would he be open to talk about something that messed him up like this? I guess you're the first other person I've ever seen in here. Maybe I owe you an explanation. Was a soldier. The kind where you had to shoot people. I can't even remember why I became one. I think because my dad was one, and his dad was one. God, I didn't even think. Maybe it was those games I played. The old ones, with the chips and chirps and the one-man armies who would overcome all odds to slaughter hundreds. I think you should already know that it's not like that in real life. The people barely making by, fighting with scrap and determination against a force that shoved a boot down their throats. Well, they're the ones that we shot with high-powered explosive rounds miles away in the sky. But still, I found a way to justify things. They drew first blood, looked at all the cruel things they do, and on and on. Listen. Do you know what we were told to do when a moving vehicle entered our sights? Go. Take pot shots at them. We said that it was okay. They knew these roads were off limits. And we always promised to shoot at the ground in front of them first. None of that was true. And do you want to know the worst thing? I pretty much figured he was a psychopath. I enjoyed all the killing. When I'd hit someone a mile away, going really fast, the guys next to me would pat me on the back and smile. Good job. It wasn't much different than a game, and that was just the beginning. Shooting these drivers who were just trying to leave, it made the people there mad. So they threw rocks at us and then threw explosives too. That's why you should have minded your own business. We responded by kidnapping nearly every man there in the middle of the night. After that, well, a friend of mine showed me a picture. In it, they had made a pyramid of naked, shivering, dying prisoners, and they were standing behind them, smiling. Taking the photo into my hand, I felt as if I was staring into hell itself. Even then, though, there was this part of me that bubbled up from inside. It reveled in the suffering of these people, felt they deserved it. What was inside of me, it was a monster, no doubt, and it was beginning to split away. I felt I had no choice. I downed a bottle of liquid that made my throat burn and took a drive in the mountains. That is the last thing I remember. It's no wonder, then, that I'm in a place like this. What about you, though? I've talked long enough. Feel like it's your turn. Why are you here? Look at you, that silent face. Do you even know? I do not know why I'm here. Well, I gotta be dead, but we have amnesia. I appreciate your honesty at least. Listen, I can help you figure out what's going on. Yeah, right. I believe that. I believe that we are all sent here to figure things out for ourselves. That's what is happening. And I can tell in terms of fate, we are no different from one another. Take that as you will. It's funny. You are the first person I've seen in what seems like a lifetime. But after this, I feel I have nothing left to say to you. Actually, I do have one thing to ask. Do you see that machine to my left? I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that's what's been keeping me alive all this time. I don't like it here, so I would have shut the thing off a long time ago. However, as you may be able to see, I can't move around very much, so haven't really been able to do that. So, do you think you'll be able to shut the machine off? Let me move on to whatever's in store for me next. Of course, it's your choice, whether or not you wanted to let me exit this thing gracefully. I'm not really in a position to force your hand. Just do what you feel is right. Well, I don't want to deal with that thing outside, so thank you. I feel like Sharon could have did this. He just didn't want to. I mean, nobody wants to, but somebody's got to do it. That would be interesting if someone who's been kind of mentally unwell just suddenly had a split of personality from what was making them terrible and so on. But then again, we could have just cut off the part of him that can actually, I don't know, we might have set free the monster simply because it doesn't have a conscious setting it back. Lord. Was that me? Maybe we explain why we don't have a face, but still.
Can you feel it? Where do you put the pain? Have you looked at your choices lately? Are you still you?
The other me, he must be gone now. Chevron. I see the monster has moved on. Listen, as you may already know, I very willingly put you at great risk of losing life and limb just now. But, and this is a big but, I did it with good reason. See, you may think I'm some kind of lazy bum, but I was once a spring chicken like you. Ew, are we gonna turn into that? And back then, I tried to clean that damn painting myself. However, I soon reached a point where I knew that staying any longer would certainly result in my death. If that were to happen, who would be here to guide people along, save their game, and give them moral encouragement? You don't even do that now. Nobody. And look at where that choice brought me. You were able to get that poor soul to move on, and all with my help. Wow. Now, I know you may still be very justifiably angry at me right now, and I want to assure you, your feelings are valid. However, I think I know of a way I can make it up to you. You could never. I'll tell you about things I never tell anyone who stepped foot in here. I don't want to know things about you. I just want to leave. And that isn't just 'cause you're the first one to survive that painting, mind you. Just give me a talking to if you're interested. Now, what can I help you with? I will be saving, so close your eyes. Is there anything you want to learn more about? Who you are. You're really making me think hard. See, when someone walks in here, it's not like I know all about them. I have this feeling of what they did, their past, but it's just that, a feeling. Are you ever right? Let me put it this way. Do you know when you wake up, you can remember your dream, but only parts of it? And those parts, what you do remember, sometimes they can be real hazy. Well, it's like that. All I have is this collection of bits and bobs, and they're all muddied up. But I can try to make sense of them for you, because you're my friend, and my employee who I don't pay. Well, let's see. You're a person who likes to figure things out, what's up from down. A detective, perhaps. Or maybe just someone who likes puzzle games. You were always in for a good fright, too. And you sought out things that were strange. That is all. You were like the worst guide. Like ever. What your purpose is, the toughest question of them all. I don't even know what my purpose is, man. How am I gonna know yours? Well, I guess I'm the one who put this down as a conversation topic, so. And you are my friend now. I figure I do owe you at least an attempt at explaining this stuff. My guess is your purpose isn't too different than those of the people you dealt with. See, How do I put this? Time is solid here. This place has a habit of keeping people still and silent, letting the days blend together, until they are able to move on, that is. And while you think that you're different, I don't know. You very well might be in a standstill of your own. But I have an inkling that there's a way out of it, just like there was for the people in the paintings. And I also have an inkling that, well, you know exactly what to do next. What I'm saying is this, my friend. If we don't see each other on the other side, I bid you farewell. I've had a hell of a time helping you out. What am I supposed to do next? Oh my god. You did all of that? Alright, anyway, let's pretend like I didn't go all the way back to the beginning. This is probably my painting. What an easy job! Just 4 paintings in this weird afterlife. For 70 years. Would you like to clean it? There we go. You recognize the painting very, very well. Just like before, a small voice seems to be calling to you from within. It says, "The end." Alright. Well, there you have it. Time is solid here. Why did we have to solve everybody else and then we became a painting? And there's our painting all the way down the hallway. I really liked the artwork. It really conveyed how abstract and strange and unknown everything is in the afterlife. Like a weird mixed up dream, you know? If everybody looked like a human being down here, it would be a bit lackluster to me. But anyway, I really enjoyed that. I know that this game, I think people have been playing it for like a year now. It's been out for a year. I think. Or maybe it was just the demo, but you know, there's a demo of this and then there's the full game. But anyway, I encourage people to just give this person some money because that was really well done. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.